Good morning. Below are the detailed daily news summaries presented in a listener-friendly script, each topic condensed into 3 to 4 clear sentences in English. Topic 1. Former President Trump faces lawsuits over new tariffs while threatening retaliatory tariffs on the EU and defending DOJ subpoenas of reporters. The Trump administration has imposed new import tariffs, generally around 10% to 12.5%, on dozens of trading partners, reported as roughly 60 to 80 plus countries, citing forced labor concerns, using Section 301 of the Trade Act of 1974 as the legal basis. Two small businesses, Burlap and Barrel and Collective Horology, represented by the Liberty Justice Center, sued in the U.S. Court of International Trade, arguing the administration's broad, across-the-board use of Section 301 lacks the specific country-by-country findings the statute requires, and effectively resurrects a global tariff regime the Supreme Court previously rejected under IEEPA. Legal experts are divided on the outcome. Some think courts may strike it down, others note Section 301's long usage and the case is expected to take time. Meanwhile, the administration immediately announced a Section 301 probe of the EU over fines on U.S. big tech and threatened substantial retaliatory tariffs. On leaking and press issues, the White House defended DOJ's subpoenas for New York Times reporters as efforts to find national security leakers. While court filings revealed a Google warrant for subscriber data, prosecutors later withdrew reporter subpoenas during a hearing, and a judge canceled parts of a non-disclosure order. Topic 2. Paramount agreed to delay a proposed Warner Bros. Discovery takeover for months. Paramount and Warner Bros. Discovery agreed to push the transaction completion until the antitrust litigation is resolved, or at latest by June 1, 2027, with a possible automatic extension to the original contract date, after a coalition of 12 state attorneys general and the Writers Guild sued to block the merger. Paramount opted to move past the preliminary injunction phase and head toward a jury trial. Judge Araceli Martinez-Olguin quickly approved the delay, canceling the scheduled August preliminary injunction hearing and leading to withdrawal of a parallel WGA application. The delay leaves California's suit as the principal obstacle despite DOJ and EU conditional approvals, shrinks Paramount's stock value, and raises the prospect of significant ticking fees owed to Warner shareholders while the parties dispute trial timing and market definitions of competition in film and basic cable distribution. Topic 3. NVIDIA's huge memory deal with SK Hynix, Anthropic's Claude Opus 5, and industry AI distillation, concerns that Moody's warns could pressure big tech credit. NVIDIA struck a major high-bandwidth memory HBM supply deal with SK Hynix to secure AI memory, reported as potentially worth up to about $500 billion over several years, while SK Telecom plans cloud projects using NVIDIA's Vera Rubin systems, and NVIDIA aims at data center expansions that could consume gigawatts of power and hundreds of thousands of GPUs. Anthropic launched Claude Opus 5, emphasizing performance and cost efficiency, priced about $5 per million input tokens and $25 per million output tokens, while cautioning that Opus 5 is not state-of-the-art on certain dual-use or cybersecurity risks. The company and others are sensitive to model theft and unauthorized distillation. Distillation, training smaller models on outputs of larger models, has become a fast route to competitive performance and is driving rapid innovation and worry, prompting some U.S. officials to flag IP and security risks, while major vendors urge regulatory caution to avoid stifling competition. Moody's warns that the massive infrastructure spending tied to this race, projected capex rising toward roughly $785 billion in 2026 and about $1 trillion in 2027, with hundreds of billions of direct debt and around $1.2 trillion in lease commitments, could strain cash flows and creation.